Hello there, lovely people, it's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and I'm here today to tell you that we have all been taken for a ride. Not so much recently, perhaps, but in the past, Nintendo has dolled up various games with its favourite mustachio plumber that isn't Luigi, just in order to shift a few more units. It's unacceptable, frankly. That's why in this video we're going to name and shame 5 Mario games that aren't actually Mario games. Cue the noise. Whilst it is a revolutionary game that brought so much to the platforming genre, this game was just not Super Mario World 2. The game was marketed with this title in the West, likely to try and bring in some more punters who didn't know any better, but this game honestly has basically nothing to do with Super Mario World. Okay, it features Yoshi, but beyond that, this isn't even really a Mario game in the traditional sense. You don't play as Mario, the level dynamics are totally different, and many of the enemies are totally unique to Yoshi titles. We get that it's definitely within the same vein, so it's certainly not the worst example of misdirection, but you don't get away with saying something's a sequel to something when it's not, Nintendo. We're watching you. This one doesn't have Mario in the title, but what it does have is a shed load of Mario assets just sort of thrown in. All the Yoshis and everything just feel a tad out of place, like they were thrown in at the last minute, and there's a sodding good reason for that. They were. The game was released in Japan under the name Panel de Pon, I probably butchered that, but it did feature absolutely no Mario characters whatsoever. More to the point, this isn't even a Tetris game. Just look at it, it's not Tetris, that's just not Tetris, you lying bastard! Now don't get me wrong, I love a spot of Picross, but this ain't a Mario game. Who can fail to remember these classic Mario items like the flask from Mario 2, Boo Diddley, Car, and many more besides? Seriously, although there are a few Mario-themed puzzles, most of these are just generic items that would fit into any Picross title. Mario's inclusion is little more than meaningless chintz to sell a few more copies of the game, and it worked. At least in Japan it worked, in the West it kind of tanked, and that's probably because nobody knew what Picross was, and no amount of Mario was going to change that. Do I really have to explain this one? This is basically an insult to the entire Mario name, hauled out by Nintendo in an effort to bring in some loose change for the company vending machines. Whilst this one really needs no justification whatsoever, I would like to bring your attention to the sound quality. Yep, no way I can leave this one out now, is there? It's no secret that what we in the West call Super Mario Bros. 2 is in fact a reskin of a Japanese game called Doki Doki Panic. The original Super Mario Bros. 2 is known over here as Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, and it's hard as balls. Because we Westerners are so soft, Nintendo decided it would be better to release this game with a Mario skin to save us the headache. The history of this game is actually really deep and interesting, and there's no way I can do it justice in this one short video. I know this because it says so in the script. Wowzers. So there you have it, 5 Mario games that aren't really Mario games at all. If you disagree with anything on this list, then feel free to vent whatever it is you need to vent down there in the comments. Somebody's bound to read it and take umbrage. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you... No, you know what? I'm just going to put it plainly this time. If you like this video, please subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't made an account, go make an account and subscribe, because we are so close to 100,000 subscribers, we can almost taste it. Tell your friends, share this video, share all the videos that we've ever produced, apart from the older ones because they're really embarrassing. The more you do for this channel, the more lovely content we can produce for you. So, you know, bigger budgets, running around in shorts again, it's all possible. And of course, be sure to check out NintendoLife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye. Probably because nobody knew. Nobody knew. Nobody knew. Nobody knew. Nobody did know. I probably completely butchered that there. Apologies to any BSL users out there. I don't do sign language. I just don't. Do you guys want to see my turtle impression?